Hola mi gente hermosa. Hello my beautiful people. This is Dania Alvarado again. I wanted to jump on here and just talk to you guys while I finish getting ready. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. I usually do my makeup and I just talk about whatever comes to mind. So, um, also don't forget to follow me on my other social media platforms. So Snapchat is Alvarado D01, Instagram is 17, and Facebook you can find me as Dania Alvarado. All right, guys. So today I wanted to talk about looking for a partner with more of an adult mindset. So let's talk about that, guys. I wanted to pretty much come on here and tell you guys how, if you're looking for a partner, let's say you're around my age, so I'm in my 30s, and if you look for a partner that, not look for, if you're dating a partner who is unstable in their 30s, let's say they have nothing set up for their future or they're not working towards something, guys, all you're doing is signing up to struggle with them. Don't do it. Guys, it may seem ugly, but it's the reality of it. If you want to be successful, then you have to surround yourself with successful people. If you want to struggle, then you're going to surround yourself with struggling people. If you have friends that all they do is party and they're still renting and not doing nothing with their life, that's all you're going to be. It may sound bad, but it's the reality of it, guys. You know how they say, all right, guys, if you date a guy who doesn't like to work, he's not gonna all of a sudden like to work when you're dating him. It may be fun to have him around all the time, be able to go out and do stuff, but guys, responsibility hits and it is not fun anymore, because now you want to make sure your bills are paid. Like, how are you gonna want to go on a vacation or want to go out to eat, go out clubbing, but you can't pay your water bill, your electricity bill, your cell phone bill, your insurance bill, you don't have a car? No, guys, settle your mind or focus your mind on doing better. You guys, sometimes there's been cases where, like, you grow up and that's what you know that in life you struggle. Yes, you struggle, but there are sacrifices that have to be made so that those struggles don't become a lifestyle. Do not let your struggles become a lifestyle, guys. No, no, no. You have to focus yourself. You have to make goals for yourself. If you want stability, then you have to put that stability into your life. Do not wait on someone else to bring that stability to your life. Let's say you want to be able to have your own house, right? So I think owning your own home is very important, because that way, if you have children, you have something to hand them down, and you don't have that worry of, like, what are my kids going to do? How are my kids going to live? Where are my kids going to live? You have a home to offer your kids. That's my number one thing that I said to myself before I had kids. What do I have to offer my kids? If I have kids, what do I have to offer them? Now that we're established, we have something to back us up, I think to myself, if something were to happen to Carlos and I, then we know that our kids would be okay. This applies to life insurance also, guys. If you have kids, you need to have life insurance, because if you're not financially stable, for one, and you don't have life insurance, your kids are going to have to be asking for donations to bury you. Do not put that burden on your family. That is a horrible, horrible burden to put on your family. Even if you don't want to get life insurance, guys, there is payment plans for a funeral, for your spot. You can organize everything how you want it. It's not, it doesn't have to be a bad thing, guys. Like, some people don't plan these things out because they don't want to think about it. They don't want to face that reality of life. But it's very important that you plan for your future. How are you going to let your kids have to make such horrible, not horrible, how are you going to make your kids have that responsibility at a moment in their lives when it's the most difficult? Losing your parents is hard. I have not yet faced that, but I know that I have to one day. So that's so hard, right? But you guys have to establish stability. Don't let statistics be what determines who you are in life. If you were brought to this life, then you have a purpose, and it's not, I guarantee you guys, it's not just a party, it's not just to work and go home. There is a purpose. Everybody has a purpose, guys. If a homeless person can have a purpose in life, then what stops you guys from having a purpose? No. Don't let nobody tell you that you are less. Everybody here is a child of God. If you believe in God, and even if you don't, you're still a child of God. I'm sorry to tell you. But guys, knowing who you are spiritually, knowing who you are just by self-validating yourself, just by self-validating, you should want better for yourself. Don't let somebody else tell you you're not worth it, you're less. No, you're not. Guys, ladies, guys, fellas, anybody who wants to hear it, you are worth so much more than you know. So much more than you know. And the crazy thing about that is that even if you do know it, to someone else's life, you're a blessing. And you're making your life minimal. You're doing the least that you can do in your life because of self-doubt. If I can know as a stranger that every single person has a purpose, then what stops you from knowing? What obstructs you from becoming more than what you've ever dreamed of? Start that business, go on that vacation, buy that house. Guys, it takes sacrifice. It does. I'm not saying it's easy, and it's not. Sometimes it's painful because you'd like to just go out and eat with your friends. Sometimes you'd like to just book that vacation, but I'm saving for this, I'm sacrificing for this, I'm not going because of this. Make sacrifices in your life so that you can have something. Own something. It's not, a lot of people live in the moment, and if you have kids, you have to think about the future. I mean, having kids, guys, it's a whole different responsibility than what you ever thought. If you're in a relationship where you know you're not going nowhere, where you guys have been in the same spot for years, then something has to change if you want something different. If you want more out of your relationship and it's been the same thing for years, then you have to either change the mentality of your partner, change your mentality, or change how you guys do things, but something has to change. It's not very productive for your life for you to be in the same place you were at 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. Every single year you should have growth. Every single month you should have growth. You should, if it takes talking about it with your partner every week or every month or every other day, then talk about it with them. If your plans, guys, if your growth bothers your partner, that partner is not for you. That partner wants to stay in the same place he or she has been at, and they don't plan to change anything because they are okay with the way life is. And life is all about growth. You have to grow in life. Challenge yourself, guys, to new things. Don't think something is out of your reach. Every single thing you put your mind to, every single idea that has crossed your mind, God had placed that idea in your mind. And self-doubt, self-worry, just putting yourself down, that right there is what stops you. Sometimes it doesn't even take nobody saying nothing. If you want to grow, then challenge yourself to do new things, guys. Make yourself uncomfortable. Let people talk about you if they want to. Start that business. If people laugh, if people doubt you, it doesn't matter, because those people are not living nor walking the shoes that you are walking. Guys, don't let people ruin what God has for you. It's no. Every single person has a purpose, guys, and you guys can't let someone else's... Some people let other people that have nothing going on with them give them advice. Like, no. You have to take advice from people that got something going on in their lives. They got nothing to show. You have no business taking any advice from them. I'm not saying you can't talk to them, but if somebody has no future goals, nope. Let them go. Let them go, y'all. Sometimes, and a lot of times, people only talk about relationships hurting you. If your friends are hurting you, if all your friend does is cause you heartache, then that person is not supposed to be in your life either. Close the doors where doors need to be closed. Anyways, guys, I am ready. I wanted to just do a very simple look because we're gonna go get ice cream till way later today. But guys, remember, start saving, start placing goals in your life, start sacrificing time to work towards your goals. Don't just sit back and let life pass you by, because there's so much more to life than just sitting back and letting it happen. That is my Friday advice. For example, guys, a lot of us, we think partying, living in the moment, but the reality of it is there's nothing better than being at home with your kids and showing them who they're supposed to be when they're grown up. And it's being responsible for what they have. You want to have a house one day, then you have to save. You have to save money so you can have the down for that house. The rest of it can get financed by the bank, and that can get taken care of. It's not hard to save, guys, if you sacrifice. Place a goal in mind and get it done, because you guys can do it. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time.